Hey, it's your girl Jinxie, and today we're talking about Dauntless. Now, I know this isn't my norm because I'm always on COD, but I found this game a month ago and I liked it a lot. Now, one thing I wanted to discuss is the inventory. When it comes to crafting, they keep count of the materials needed to craft things like weapons, armor, tonics, and grenades. But what about the epic item drops? Sometimes these things take hours or even days of farming to get, and then if you don't have an active quest for it, they basically just go into the freaking abyss. Listen, this game's been out for what, like 4 years? Imagine how many shards have dropped during that process, and you basically have to start over every time the item is needed. I honestly feel they should allow epic items to stack while giving the option to pay and get past certain quests. Again, the drop rate is very low for most of these things, and I always seem to get them when I don't need them. So when I need them, now it's back to the grinding. The game is already repetitive, and most are, but I just think the Slayers would benefit with a better inventory system. Again, I like the game, I like it a lot, but I just feel like that is something that they definitely should start doing. Another thing with details that I have an issue with. So, on certain quests or certain things that like crafting, they definitely tell you, like, what part certain things come from, right? But then it's like if you're doing a quest, it'll be like, oh, this drops from not any behemoth, but let's say the Stormclaw. Again, the Stormheart Shard. It's an epic drop from Stormclaw, but it's really not. And I had to find that out going to Reddit. I don't want to go outside of the game to get information that I feel like should already be at hand, especially because if you're not moving for a certain amount of time, they kick you out. So I don't want to go to my second screen or pick up my phone and Google what I need to do for something so basic because, according to the community on Reddit, it's not any Stormclaw, it's a Tempest Stormclaw that it drops from. So I've been running around for days trying to get this specific item, and I was doing it completely wrong. Or even this. Hold on. So this crown that I have on top of my head, right? Check it. So they have this whole backstory, right, for this event that I think is ending in a day or two. So the first part of it, you can't go down, and that's how you get the skin for the Firelight Sword. So in this part, they say brave slayers can earn the fiery firelight sword skin, but only the most impressive will unlock the new firelight crown from the last Slayer's Hope. You must unlock Slayer's Path milestone, light the way to participate. Right? So we go in, we spend like 2 hours. We're like, all right, we can't go down, we can't go down. That's what we gotta do. We can't go down. 2 hours. We still was not getting this freaking crown. I could not understand what we was doing that was wrong. So finally, I'm like, you know what? Let me just Google it. And of course, Reddit coming in clutch, the community over there, said that you have to kill the behemoths within 20 seconds of each other. Now, I don't know if this was done on purpose and they just wanted people to just randomly get it so everybody's not running around with the crowns. And I get that 100%. But if that wasn't the case, they definitely needed to explain what we needed to do because even knowing that you got to kill it within 20 seconds of each other, it's pretty hard to do, especially if you're playing with randoms. The only thing that saved me is that I had my homie and my sister with me. So, on voice, I was like, listen, 2 on 2 at all times, 2 slayers on each behemoth at all times. So if the random was over there where he didn't need to be, we switched and went somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they definitely should have just said, like, this is how you get it, or whatever the case may be. Again, I just started playing. There are probably things that I'm talking about that, like, it's right there. But when it comes to the inventory thing, I'm used to hitting B or I, and it pops up and it shows everything that I have collected over my time of playing. And I really wish that that is something that they incorporate in the game because this is a fun game, and I just wish that the things that we farm will be with us until we use it or we craft something or hand the quest in. Even if they want to cap it, like, oh, you can only hold 100 shards, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. But they definitely need to implement that in this game. Other than that, the game is awesome. Oh, and another thing, I really wish that there was like a deeper storyline. Running around and killing, behemoths or whatever. I feel like sometimes there's really no um storyline. Um, yes, there's quests to do, but it's like really like all over the place. I don't really want to say we need cutscenes and stuff like that because that's not really it. But I mean, the game is capable because every time you land into a new map, you're doing this whole cutscene, and I really feel like there was a storyline here that would make the game A1. Everything is cool, but I really feel like that will make the game A1. And they definitely need to change the drop rate with some of these items because, again, you will be farming for hours and you just will not get what you need. It's draining. It's very draining. But till next time, y'all.